It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Check, 53's Mike. I'm on.
Recon, lead grip.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Ready, set.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another first and 10.
Get it.
Back to throw. Sampson. And that'll be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Ready.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Yeah. Bang, 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 bang.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Sampson. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Sam on. Shoot.
To throw again. Sampson. That escapes the sack. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Watch the slant.
Say go.
Operating from the gun. Sampson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll take this across the 25 Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Chargers 10, Chiefs nothing. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Hopping over the top. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Delta. Hey, Mike,
Hey, lock it.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, Sampson. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Check. Safe. Check nickel. Watch the twist. Whip. Watch the whip.
Gone.
Check 31.
A toss play, Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 37. Slam. Check your hot read.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You crazy. You crazy, boy. You crazy.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the 38, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jerry Tillery able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Out. 25. Check 25.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first down coming up. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Come on, fellas, let's set a tone. Hey, watch
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Get it.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Ready?
Mike 50. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Slam, slam, slam. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Joker, 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 joker. Check 3.
Let's go.
They'll try the option right here on third down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Attack, attack. Let's get it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They'll They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Hi, man.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Yeah, baby.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
At all costs.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Ready up.
44, Mike, 44. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Check 50. Check 50.
Shift.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Check.
Rock it. Crunch. Say go.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Off play action. Sampson. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
50. Check Mike 50. Hey, watch the lane. Leo. Under crunch. Bravo. Yo, Cheetah, hit it.
Throwing again. Sampson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check.
Look. Squeeze. Ready.
From the gun, Sampson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Yellow.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
They can't stop me out here.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3. And it's blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Gonna let one fly for right. Got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. From the 39, Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Shift. Tighten up. Check the backer. Spot. Look at me. Door. Now.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 70, Indy.
53, Mike, 53. Focus, defense, focus.
Deep rim.
Operating from the gun. Sampson got Gordon open, completes it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Mike's 50. So we got man. Watch that. Check.
Let's go.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Let's go. Get set.
Hey, switch gears.
5.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Gotta do better.
You're out.
SOS.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Good job, fellas.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for L.A. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go on, 80. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
On first down, it's Williams.
Get it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Now third and 15.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. That's pulled in at the 32. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
All day. I'm coming after you. Mike's 50. I got him.
Hey, Mike 50.
Second and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And going. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
2nd and 13. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Come get some. He don't want it. Jam him, jam him, jam. Check 24, check 24. Ready?
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Hey, 15. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
15.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
Wahoo! Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it.
Yellow. I go on, 15. 43.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. He finds Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it third and long. Now here's Mahomes. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And Butker able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Chiefs, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games.